Tjena alla mina fina kompisar. Jag undrade om det skulle kunna vara lite roligt om jag försökte prata svenska under en hel video. Och kanske du är svensk och du vill ge mig ett betyg for my performance. Tell me if that's something that interests you guys. I think maybe it might be fun to document my språkresa. Anyway, we won't do that now. But what we will do is a mid-month vlog. Today is February 13th, so I started my diet half a month ago. It's been 2 weeks-ish. It's been a rough road, I won't lie. I really shot myself in the foot, messed myself up, especially that first week. Really briefly, to sum it up, I nearly starved to death because, number one, I accidentally mislogged a pretty critical component in my FitnessPal because, like, I will eat the same thing each week. Like, each week my menu changes, but within the week I eat the same shit so that I don't have to keep weighing and logging. I just weigh everything at one time and put it into meal prep boxes so I don't have to waste time doing it individually every single day. Well, the problem with that is if I make an error, I'm not going to catch it until the next week because I have no individual day to audit what I'm putting into my FitnessPal. And I accidentally, for whatever reason, typed into my FitnessPal that I was eating 160 grams of boneless, skinless chicken thigh, when in actuality I was only eating 100 grams in one of my lunches. So I cheated myself out of 120 calories just right there every single day. Thought I was only in a 500 calorie deficit, but I was actually in a 620 calorie deficit. And then on top of that, I said I was not going to do cardio for the first couple weeks of this diet. And what did my silly ass do? But I started walking my dogs for an hour-long hike every single day, starting day one of my diet. And I didn't account that into my calorie deficit. So let's be conservative and say I'm burning 180 calories. I don't know if that's conservative or not. Is it? 180 calories for that hour-long hike each day. So that 180 plus the 120 I was cheating myself out of puts me in the hole an additional 300 calories on top of the 500 I had already calculated. So I suffered the first week. I weighed myself on Sunday, February 2nd, and I weighed in, that was only 2 days into my diet, I weighed in at 73 kilo. And then I weighed in again the following Sunday, February 9th, and I was down to 72.15 kilos. So 0.85 kilo in that week. I'm only aiming to lose half a kilo, 0.5 in a week. So it was definitely a steeper drop than I had anticipated, but it was also my first week of dieting. And just by the nature of being in a calorie deficit, I'm eating fewer carbs, which means less water retention. So I didn't adjust my calorie intake just yet. I'm just making sure I'm making my calculations in my FitnessPal correctly, first of all. I just want to see what happens after one more week. I want to see if my weight loss kind of like levels out a little bit now that I'm adjusting to the lower water retention. I have also noticed some strength losses initially for my heavy compound lifts, but I don't think it's like true strength loss, more so that my muscles no longer have an abundance of glycogen in them. So I just can't go ham in my lifting sessions anymore. I still push to perceived 1 to 3 reps in reserve failure on each of my sets of all of my exercises, but I just no longer have that beautiful factor that being in a calorie surplus gives you. I'm just going to go with how my body feels. I'm going to get 8 to 10 reps, get close to failure. I don't care what the load is. I just care about the stimulus at this point. I'm not trying to grow muscle while I diet. I'm trying to maintain every gram I can. So I'm still pushing myself, but I don't have to psychologically be beating myself up about being so aware and fixated on like the weight I used to be able to lift when I was in a surplus versus now. So that is like the just summary of my first 2 weeks in a diet. We would have done a week of workouts that you guys have already seen. And the last thing I thought I'd throw in here, just because I went grocery shopping, is I thought I'd show you my grocery haul. We are a family of 5. My husband, I consider myself a full-blown bodybuilder at this point, but my husband is also getting back into it as well. And then our kids are 8, 6, and 2. My 8-year-old eats pretty much as I do right now. 6-year-old eats like as much as you would expect a 6-year-old to. My 2-year-old doesn't like eat anything at all. I don't know how he's even alive. This kid, like the only thing he will eat right now is yogurt and raisins. And when I say right now, I mean the past 6 months minimum. Even his preschool says that he's not eating that great. Oh, he'll eat rice cakes also. So apparently my 2-year-old is on a diet with me. I don't know, man. How do these kids stay alive? How do they stay alive? I'm jealous of the parents who say that their kids will only eat chicken nuggets because at least they're eating protein. All I can get is carbohydrates into my 2-year-old, and very select carbs at that. Anyway, so let's do a haul. I spent 2,375 kronor on my haul, which is this much in US dollar, and like this much in euro, and this much in British pounds. Let's see, what else? I don't know, this much in Canadian dollars. Like, I have people who watch my videos from all around the globe, even when I get such small viewership, like 50 views for my video. They're like, people are from everywhere. I'm gonna show you what 2,375 kronor in Sweden have bought me. So let's go. The first thing I'll show you guys actually is this coat that I bought. I could not resist. Hold on, bear with me. Because it was 50% off at ICA, which is just like a major grocery store place here. But I got this coat for 200 crowns, like, which is what, $20-ish in US dollar. But I love it. I do not have any coats that are this long. So finally, I can like go around and be warm, like my butt and thighs can be warm without having to wear snow pants, because I've been living in a snow bib this whole winter because it's the only thing that I have that keeps me warm, especially my lower half. But anyway, this was part of the bill. Okay, so this is what I've got so far, plus the stuff over there. We'll go over the chair stuff also. I didn't buy anything frozen, and I also didn't buy any meat products. And the reason I didn't buy meat this week is because, and trigger warning, if you're like a PETA or a member or a vegan, don't listen to this. But we are a farm family, and we are going to be taking all of our roosters this weekend. So we've decided we only want to have hens. We don't want to have any more chicks. We have enough hens. We just want to have them for eggs. So we're going to get rid of our roosters and have them in our dinners and lunches this upcoming week. So I didn't buy any meat products. But anyway, I got, I think this is 12 bananas, 44 kronor of bananas. I got 70 kronor worth of red bell pepper. I eat one of these per day. I think this is like 12 apples. They were on sale for 22 crowns per kilo. So 44 kronor of apples. My kids are big time apple freaks. A kilo of pears. I don't remember how much that was. Hair ties, because my daughter and I go through these like they're nobody's business. We got us some Swiss cheese, economy-sized margarine, Brigot, right? My 2-year-old, of course, loves rice cakes, so I got 3 different types of rice cakes. I'm gonna put these things away while I go through them. Whole wheat bread, we also make our own bread, but I don't often have time to do it every single weekend, so always good to have some stuff in the freezer or just fresh in the fridge for whenever, because my kids and family eat a ton of bread. I also got this kind, whole wheat and extra fiber. Yogurt, my 2-year-old's other main food group. 9 1.5 liters of milk. And funny story, you can also get milk at my local grocery store for like in 2-liter big packs. But it's actually more expensive per liter to buy a 2-liter than it is to buy the 1.5 liter. So, oh my gosh, my cats are in the cupboard. Can you see? They're, where's my finger? They are in there and making a mess. Oh my god! Protein powder down! Anyway, 9 of these. And yes, they will finish 13.5 liters of milk. I don't even drink milk right now on my diet, but these yahoos will drink 13.5 liters of milk in just 1 week. We got some flavored creme fraiche and then just a regular one for use in my husband's meal prep and for dinner. I'm making chicken curry, and also I'm making just like a stew, and I like to use this in the sauces to thicken it up. So yeah. Protein queso, it's my favorite. This is the high protein one. I don't know where it says protein, but this is the protein queso. Oh my god, it's so good. So, but I go through 3 in a week anyway when I'm in a diet. This is a really good source of protein snack for me. So, My kids love these drinky yogurts from Actimel. They're pretty sure they're high in sugar, but they have probiotics and stuff. Economy size matlagningsgrädde. I don't know what you would call this in English, so I'm not even going to try. Sponges. We were out. We're going to take the kids hiking on a new trail we found in the woods out in our backyard pretty much. So we decided we're going to grill hot dogs and toast marshmallows and bring hot chocolate. So that is what this whole ensemble is for. Refill of lingonsylt. Lingonsylt is kind of like cranberry sauce, but they just eat it a lot more here in Sweden than Americans would eat cranberry sauce. And then these are little packets of a type of, I guess you could say like, it's kind of like Parmesan cheese. I'm going to use it in the lunches that I'm going to make for my husband this week. I'm going to make him baked chicken thighs in like a Parmesan and sun-dried tomato cream sauce thing. So that's what these are for. My kids like that lingonsylt when I make stew. They like to add it on. This is rödbetssallad. It's like creme fraiche and chopped up beets and stuff. It's a pretty classic Swedish thing. We make mackor with it, köttbullemackor, where you take a piece of bread, toast it, and just put some of this on, and then put some chilled meatballs on top. Ica Basic brand baby wipes. You know, like, I can't be fussed with spending $1,000 on baby wipes anymore. Pålägg. This is just deli meat, ham. We make pinwheels, you know, where you take a shaving of cheese and a ham and you roll it up. Kids like it. I have a half a can of these tomato beans each day as part of my diet, and can I tell you, this is like candy to me. This is the most satiating, delicious thing I look forward to every single day. Tomato beans. Like, it's just so, it's so silly, but I love it. Tomorrow, on Friday, we're gonna make mini pizzas. So I bought this fresh sourdough pizza dough. Usually I make my own, but I just don't want to be fussed to make it this time. So I bought dough, and we have some pepperonis here, kebab sauce to go on top, and then I have all the stuff to home make the pizza sauce. And we have cheese already in the fridge that I'm gonna grate and use for, the toppings of these. My toxic trait is buying carrots when they're on sale, because you can get like a whole kilo of carrots here for 10 crowns. And even though my deep freezer is full of our own carrots, we don't like grow enough carrots to actually get us through the whole winter. And so I'll just buy these carrot bags when they go on sale. And now my fruit and veggie drawer is full of carrots. I don't even have room to put my fruit. So anyway, these are the leftover bananas that didn't get eaten over the week. I'm going to chop them up and freeze them and use them for smoothies. Dried chickpeas, dried lentils. Like, I get a mixture of organic stuff and Ica Basic, so don't judge me, but these are going to be for my lunches and dinners this week. Almost a kilo of button mushrooms. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I absolutely love raw mushrooms, and I use these as like to add bulk to my diet, to really like fill my stomach in the afternoon. I'll snack on these, because if you eat them raw, they really do like take up a lot of space in your stomach. And there's just so many health benefits to raw mushrooms. So anyway, I like eat these as a snack in the afternoon. Spinach, I divide this up into 6 of my lunch boxes for the week. These are from the bakery. They're these little vanilla hearts. Every time I go grocery shopping, I bring back a little something from the bakery for my kids. So that's what these are. Coffee. My cats get, we feed our cats either Meow Brand or Friskies. Right now, like, my older cats only will eat Friskies. They won't eat Meow Brand. So, you know, we give them Friskies. And then, but the kittens, they don't really like dry food. And I hate forcing them to eat it full time, because one of them, the smaller kitten, Nova, like, this is Blixten, and he is a big fat bubba. Thank you. Who's your baby? Your big fat bubba. But Nova's really tiny, and like, I know she loves wet food, so I get them this Ica Basic. Like, yes, I could be getting them more premium stuff, but it's not in our budget. So they will survive. They are fine. They come from a lineage of barn cats. But anyway, I get them this as like a treat, kind of. Our older cats go to the bathroom outside year-round. They're all indoor-outdoor cats, but the kittens we're keeping in until next winter to try to like keep them alive. Because we have a road and we've lost a lot of cats to the road in front of us, so like in front of our house. And so we're going to try to keep the cats in during the summer to really try to make them home cats. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But anyway, since they're indoors full-time, litter, oatmeal, olive oil spray, conditioner. This is my best kept secret. It's psyllium seed, the whole seed, not the husk. I put 2 scoops of this, so like 6 grams of it in my morning protein shake, and then I do 4 scoops, which is 12 grams or something in my evening liter of water I drink, and it adds a shit ton of fiber to my diet, but it also, the best thing about fiber is it really fills you, and it's like, you know, the vast majority of the calories and fat and stuff in this is in the seed, and I can't even, like, the body doesn't even digest it. So, you know, I still track everything in my macros, and I make it fit as if I'm getting the full nutritive value of like the fats and stuff and the protein and the seeds. I'm not sure I'm actually absorbing that, but the soluble fiber is amazing in this. It really keeps me full, and I make sure I get about 45 to 50 grams of fiber in my diet a day because I eat red meat with almost every single one of my dinners throughout the week because it's just what we have. We have a whole cow butchered in our deep freezer, so I eat a lot of red meat, so I just make sure that I trim the fat as much as I can, and I eat a high fiber content to keep my cholesterol levels as in check as possible, I guess. Curry sauce. No, I don't make it myself. No, I don't buy it fresh. I get blåband. 85% dark chocolate. I take 15 grams of this a day, and it is heaven. Another Eca Basic Cameo. My kids frickin' love this stuff. We do not treat it as breakfast cereal. This is like frukostkuddar. It's like a pillow type. Like, think of mini wheats, but it's full of hazelnut and chocolate cream. It just is, this is like the only treat I buy. If you guys have noticed, I didn't buy any cookies or treats. Like, we just don't have that stuff around the house. We do like yogurt and fruit, kind of, but my kids freaking love this. So I just, you know, this is like a little treat that they get every once in a while.
You weren't part of the groceries. No, you wasn't. You're the baby. You're the baby. You're the baby.
So this is a bit ironic considering as we have 9 egg-laying hens, but it's winter, and so we're only getting about a dozen eggs per week from them because they don't produce in the winter, like it's their off season. So instead of, well, anyway, like we just eat a ton of eggs. I eat 1, 2, 3, 4. I eat half a dozen a day. And then my husband also has 2 a day. And then like my 2-year-old will occasionally eat them and stuff. So we are a high egg requirement family. I saved this for last because I know eggs are a hot topic right now, especially in the US. If you're watching this and you've watched up until this point, let me know how much eggs cost where you live, because it seems like they're super expensive everywhere. This is a 30-pack of free-going hens. Free-range hens inside. They're not outside free-range. They're frigående höns inomhus. 30 stycken. And this was 85 crowns for 30. So whatever the math is in US dollar, I'll put it up on my screen. I'm just curious to know if it's comparable to what we get here. I gotta consolidate all the eggs I have by date, but also into cartons that actually fit in the space I have them for my fridge. So I just gotta like Tetris this all around a little bit. I also have some of the eggs I collected this morning that I need to put in.
Do you mind? baby.
I forgot to also add in that I bought laundry soap. I've never gotten this brand before, but it was on a super awesome sale. Usually I just get Via, but I got this instead, so hopefully it works. And unfortunately, I had to buy a 5-kilo bag of potatoes, which is a whole nother story. We grow enough potatoes to get us through 12 full calendar months. Like, we are a big potato family, but we've run into a lot of issues. The biggest problem right now is we had mice get into our cellar, and the mice like took a bite or two out of almost every single potato we have in our cellar. And then like some of the potatoes, like it's just been a really rainy, wet winter, and some of the potatoes have molded. So we've had to throw away half of our potatoes because of that. And everyone sort of has the ick about the idea of eating potatoes where mice might have like run around on them, even if they weren't bit into. So like that was a big issue, but also the potatoes we have this season, for whatever reason, taste extremely bitter, and they're not green. They were not exposed to sunlight. There's nothing weird about our soil. We didn't compost it with anything weird. Like I don't know what happened, but the potatoes have a really zingy, bitter aftertaste. And so we've decided to just throw away our entire harvest, just compost all of them and buy potatoes for now just to play it safe. And we're going to work on rodent pest control in our cellar and cleaning it up and stuff. So 5 kilo of potato. So that's it. That's the haul. That's what 2,175 crowns worth of food buys me in my region of Sweden. So thanks for sticking it out, guys. And in 2 weeks I will be back with my first weigh-in, measurements, progress pictures, etc. of this diet I'm in, and we will get to see if I'm in an appropriate deficit, and if not, we will plan on what kind of adjustments to make, assuming I survive the great hunger of spring 2025, because I am freaking hungry. It's also 1 o'clock and I haven't eaten lunch yet, so I'm going to get on it. Have a good day, you guys, and I will see you all in a couple weeks. Bye!